Adam Reid from the French, everyone.
The first element, which is your sugar, it's coloured with gold powder. It's just a standard kind of like 3-2-1 isomalt glucose fondant mix. There's a couple more elements. Basically, filling the apple is a hazelnut crumble, a meadow sweet custard, and a baked apple compote. The first thing is the crumble. So we start off with jumbo oats. We start off with a little bit of bread, just plain white bread, just go straight into the oven. The second part of the crumble is caster sugar and glucose. The main part of the dish is the apples. You're going to take 2 apples. We're going to replace the core with some cinnamon sticks straight in the middle. Then you're going to wrap them in foil and pop them in the oven. When you've done that, I'd like you to take the next 2 apples, peel them and do a beautiful little dice. Then the next 2 apples, I'd like to peel them and do a very rough dice. So you've got your praline, you're moving on your praline. Basically, you're just getting a little bit of sweetness in. You want a little bit of the bitterness from the caramel. So other than maybe having the sugar to this stage, so I could have it under my lamps ready to blow, I'm just going to turn out the hazelnuts. When that's cool, all you'll do is chop up the praline and we'll mix it through the 2. Onto the next part of the crumble is we're going to start off with a couple of eggs. So icing sugar and corn flour. Got some butter, which I've just melted. I'm going to pour that into the corn flour, icing sugar and egg mix. But that goes in there, and then you basically spread it on the tray and bake it off. You've got what is like little clusters, almost, so like your granola-y kind of thing. So you got your golden sugar. I've taken it to, you can see, I mean, it's not too hot to touch, but it is hot enough to be pliable. I've got my sugar pump, got a little collar around it. So I've just heated up the pipe and I put a little bit of soft sugar around it. That's called your collar. And that's going to help this next stage. It's going to help the sugar stick. Okay, so when you've got a nice seal, basically just start pumping. You see how little I'm pumping it? It starts going. Because as you can see, I've got a lovely big apple, which is filled with a map. You've got your apple mix, you've got your custard, mousse basically, but it's purely set with the eggs. So the next stage, you've got to cut the bottom out because obviously you need to get the filling in. You've got to get the ring really hot. But obviously on an apple, you need your little stalk on the top. See me shaking now because I'm scared of breaking this last apple.
You're doing fine, don't worry.
A little bit of the oat crumble. I really enjoy having the audience around, you know, being able to interact with them, asking questions. I think what Staff Canteen are doing here with the Staff Canteen Live is a really interesting thing to do, and especially in the hospitality shows, you know, it's something other than just a stall and going looking at what products are on offer. It's interaction, it's seeing something going on, it's something to break the day up. Yeah, it's really good.